Titans, Bitcoin is currently breaking out from the symmetrical triangle consolidation pattern that we've been talking about all last week. So let's talk about our price target based on this pattern and the significance of last week's weekly candle close. Kevin, hit that intro. Let's kick it off with the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Just a quick note that although the name of this index would suggest that it's generally all crypto, the gauge primarily fluctuates based on the movement of Bitcoin. Today we are at 76, which represents extreme greed as we are now seeing a price breakout for Bitcoin. Now let's move on to your daily reminder that the Bitcoin halving is in just 10 days. Also note that the halving date is now currently estimated to be April 19th, but again, it's a moving date based on whenever the 210,000 blocks have been added to the Bitcoin blockchain. And for those of you who are new to crypto, this event marks the time in which the Bitcoin reward for the miners will get cut in half from about 6 Bitcoins to about 3 Bitcoins every time a block is successfully added to the Bitcoin blockchain. Moving on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. Just a quick reminder that this map tracks the short and long position liquidity for Bitcoin in areas that are either light or dark yellow. The yellow areas will either be above or below the current price action, which are the short and long positions respectively. So looking at the 24-hour time frame, the Bitcoin breakout we are now seeing has pretty much cleared all of the short position liquidity out for now, and we are beginning to see some of the long position liquidity building up pretty strong below us at around 70.5K. Now let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin ETF flow table. Just a quick reminder to anyone new to this table, we're tracking how much Bitcoin the institutions such as BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, etc. are buying to back their ETFs based on the millions of dollars they are spending per day against how much Bitcoin is being sold by Grayscale in millions of dollars as folks are switching out of Grayscale Bitcoin and into the ETFs. On Friday, April 5th, we had a positive total flow of $203 million, which marks our fourth consecutive day of positive total flows now. And this was, of course, led by none other than BlackRock with an inflow of $308.8 million. Guys, this is your reminder that we are only 45 days away from a decision to be made by the SEC for the first Ethereum spot ETF by May 23rd. Don't sleep on Ethereum because you know what happened to Bitcoin leading up to the approval of the spot ETFs back in January. All right, now let's hit the charts. All right, looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, we are currently breaking out from the symmetrical triangle consolidation pattern that we were discussing last week. And as we also mentioned last week, when you have a consolidation pattern such as this one in an uptrend, there tends to be a higher probability to have a continuation afterwards. Looking at the daily time frame again, we knew that the stage was set for a big move soon because the Bollinger Bands have been getting very tight here. And that was also evident using the Bollinger Band Width Indicator, where you can see that we are in the squeeze zone that I drew based on where the widths were at previously, marked by these 2 yellow arrows here, that eventually led to 2 big moves afterwards. Now at this time, the Bollinger Bands are still tight where we're at now, so we haven't seen the squeeze follow through completely yet. And now looking at the daily time frame one last time, when you measure the height of this symmetrical triangle, as I've done with this yellow line here, and then carry it over to the breakout, you can see that the price target for the breakout is approximately 85.5K. But I do want to point out that we need to see today's daily candle close above the top of the symmetrical triangle to confirm the breakout. Otherwise, it would lead to a fake out and the price target would be negated for now. And finally, looking on the weekly time frame, we closed last week's candle marked with the yellow arrow here above the previous all-time high of 69K, which is a very bullish sign. One more thing I want to note is that last week's candle also ended up being a hammer candle, and we had one of these a few weeks ago as well. And as you can see, they are typically followed by strong green candles afterwards, just like the one we are seeing this week. Titans, we are your one-stop source for guiding you through this Bitcoin bull run. Please join us as we continue to provide the latest market and technical analysis that are going to give you that edge.